Former striker Christophe Dugarry says Brazilian's absence, who will undergo surgery again, is an incredible opportunity for PSG coach to get the team right. All the information you can check now on the Sports Minute.
World champion with France in the 1998 World Cup, former striker Christophe Dugarry did not hide his satisfaction with the news that Neymar will have to undergo ankle surgery and will be absent from the field for about 4 months. In a critical tone towards the Brazilian, whom he considers unbearable, Dugarry said that the absence of the number 10 shirt will give Paris Saint-Germain coach Christophe Galtier the chance to get the team right at the end of the season. "I am very happy for PSG that Neymar got injured. I think it's an incredible opportunity for Galtier. At some point, he would have had to have the courage to take Neymar out. It was the only solution. This team is much more balanced with 5 players in defense, 3 in midfield, and the Mbappé-Messi duo up front," said Dugarry in an interview with RMC Sports Radio. The former striker said he doesn't like the Brazilians' playing style and behavior. "I can't watch him play anymore. I find him unbearable with his dribbles and his attitude. That tires me out. I don't want to see him play anymore," commented Dugarry, 50, who experienced the pinnacle of his career at the turn of the century, wearing the French national team shirt, without having the same prominence in the clubs he played for, such as Milan, Barcelona, and Olympique de Marseille. Dugarry was a reserve in France's first World Cup title. The striker started in only one game in the 1998 Cup triumph against Saudi Arabia in the second round. In the opener, he came on in the first half, replacing Givarch, and scored his only goal in that World Cup, in the 3-0 win over South Africa. He was also a champion of the Euro Cup in 2000 and the Confederations Cup in 2001. In clubs, his only significant title is the French League Cup in 2002, with Bordeaux. Despite admitting that he doesn't like Neymar, Dugarry had to acknowledge that there is no substitute in the PSG squad who can match the Brazilians' level. Ekitike, at the moment, has already shown that he doesn't have the same level. The other offensive players are average. PSG is still behind in their team, which is poorly balanced and not good, he declared. PSG forward Neymar will undergo surgery to repair the ligaments in his right ankle after suffering another injury to the same area last month. The club announced in an official statement on Monday that the procedure will take place in Doha in the coming days, and the player is expected to be out of action for up to 4 months. If this timeline is confirmed, Neymar is unlikely to play again in the current season, which ends in June. Neymar, 31, had been recovering from a previous injury sustained against Lille on February 19 through conservative treatment, but the club's medical staff opted for surgery due to his recent history of ankle instability. The surgery will take place at Aspetar Hospital in Doha, with a recovery period of 3 to 4 months before he can return to team training. The latest news on Neymar's recovery came last Friday when PSG coach Christophe Galtier announced that the Brazilian would be out for at least the next 2 games, including the crucial match against Bayern Munich on Wednesday in the Champions League. Shortly after, Brazil team Dr. Rodrigo Losmar explained that Neymar was not called up for the friendly against Morocco on March 25 due to a clinical issue. Both statements indicated that Neymar would continue his treatment for at least a few more days. PSG promised to provide further updates on the player's recovery on Monday, when the decision to undergo surgery was announced. The current ankle injury occurred during PSG's match against Lille in the French League on February 19. Neymar, who had scored a goal and provided an assist in the game, was injured early in the second half and left the field on a stretcher in tears. Neymar's last injury in the same area was in November during Brazil's opening match of the World Cup in Qatar. On that occasion, he had a bone bruise detected after the game against Serbia in the first round and only returned to play in the round of 16 against South Korea. He participated normally in that match and also in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, where Brazil was eliminated, before returning to PSG. Since then, he has played in 9 games for the French club, scoring 3 goals and providing 5 assists in that period. However, during the game against Lille, he felt pain again after a challenge with Benjamin Andre. Neymar has a history of injuries to his right ankle, which was cited by PSG in their decision to perform the surgery. He first had a problem in the area in 2014, when he was out of action for 8 matches for Barcelona due to a tendon sprain. In 2019, Neymar suffered a ligament rupture in the same area, and he also had a sprain during the World Cup. If you found this video relevant, don't forget to like, comment and follow the channel to receive more sports news and important facts.